gonna be myself, or I could be someone else. No one's stopping me now. I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes. I just wanna feel alive. It's just what I do when I'm out, so try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car. Nothing can break me, no, no, nothing can break me. Try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars. I wanna take a trip to Mars. Nothing can break me, no, no, nothing can break me. I wanna drive a faster car. Lay my troubles to rest. Blow the smoke through my cigarette. City lights looking fine, and I know this is my time now. I'm gonna be myself.
Hello.
Hello, everybody.
You've already broken the rule.
What is the rule?
I swear you just did an Australian accent.
Oh no, did I? Me and Caroline have promised each other that we're not going to do these weird.
No,
not even Australian. No, I made you promise to me, and I promised to you that we're not going to do it anymore because it's just embarrassing.
Well, no, I did not promise, and you didn't make me promise. I said no. I do not agree to those conditions. These are inhospitable working conditions. Anyway, welcome everyone. How are we all doing this fine Wednesday morning?
I feel like Wednesday needs to begin with wonderful. So we've got a double W, you know? Be good, isn't it? Wonderful Wednesday. Yes, hello everybody, and hello to everybody on the live stream. Jennifer has made this go everywhere to the far ends of the social media universe, metaverse, I hope. So that's good. If you're watching on the live stream, let us know. Drop the rebel emoji in the chat. Caroline, what have we got planned today? What's going on?
Well, today we are doing the awkward questions as per usual, and so you guys can get to know us a little bit better. We also have my training segment coming up where I'm going to be doing a slight twist because I'm going to be answering a question or talking through a question that I got from someone in our coaching yesterday. So I thought, okay, we can start answering questions that you guys need. And then we have the Rebel in the Spotlight, where we're going to be putting one of the rebels of the tribe in the hot seat so that they can tell us a story about their life, which may or may not be true. And that's the game. So that is what we're going to be doing today. I'm very excited about these moments.
Cool beans. Well, should we pull Jennifer out? Are you ready, Jennifer?
Well. Wait a second.
Oh,
we got to. Oh, sorry. We got to. If you're watching, don't forget to like us, subscribe. Okay, I'm going to go onto Facebook
so
now.
Needy, isn't it? Don't forget to like us, guys. We
want
to be
please.
Oh, please like us.
Validate
do you know what?
us.
Secretly, like, we don't really care about the likes, but what we really care about, it's not really that secret. We just want to reach as many rebels as possible.
Yeah, definitely.
Actually, so the share button. Yeah, the share button is the most powerful button you can press for us. Just click on that.
If you press the share button, actually, do you know what? I'm gonna give you a demo. I'm gonna give you a demo, right? Because I think some people don't want to share stuff. I don't know. Well, anyway, I'm going to show you what we'd really appreciate is if you go over to Facebook right now, the page. Sorry, that's not it. Any accent.
God, you've got Australian again.
Like we currently see there's like 7 people. If you use 7,
hey guys,
share button and go share to feed, and you go, I'm watching this show, which is so weird because I'm on it. So this is going to be really weird when I post it.
You're going to post that? Cool. I'm watching the show. Oh, cool girls.
They're cool girls. You should have a watch if you're a business owner with a rebellious
streak. Yeah.
Yeah. And then you just press share. Oh, where is it?
The button at
Share.
the bottom, the blue one, the big
Oh, should I
one.
do it? I'm going to do it. It's going to make no
Bloody do-
sense to everyone
Go
on my
on, do
feed.
it.
They're going to think I'm like,
Yeah, but
yeah.
Caroline, what you need to remember is if they click on it and they watch it, they're going to watch you sharing it, and it won't take long before it makes sense.
Hope so. Hope so. That's great. It's all getting very meta. Yeah, John Denley says in the chat, with this amazing girl, Caroline. Oh, yeah, I should have said that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so
Oh,
guys, if you
absolutely.
are watching on Facebook, just give us the share. Give us a share. And if you are watching on YouTube, I actually don't know what the thing would be to do on YouTube. I will find that out for next session.
I just want to say, hit the bell. Hit the
Hit the
bell.
Hit the bell.
I've got
we
a
need
really-
you to have a button that comes up with a little bell icon that wiggles.
We need to get the video of Marnie when he was about 3 and he was copying everyone he watched on YouTube, and he's got the phone on the floor and he's on the side, like with his hands on the floor, looking into the camera going, "Don't forget to subscribe." I'm going to find that and we're going to share it next week. It's the cutest thing ever.
Yes, I love that. We need to have that as like a little pop-up. John Denley has also supported us on the Zoom today and says like and subscribe. So if you are watching on the YouTube, like and subscribe and hit the bell. And we'll get
all the
Marnie.
things.
We get a video of Marnie. So yes, that kind of concludes our opening.
Consider this open.
Consider the show open. The show must now commence.
Cool beans. Hello, Jennifer. Jennifer's just been
Hello.
in Sweden, ladies and gentlemen, on a little traveling trip, visiting family, and is now back at home singing.
I'm
my
back.
kitchen.
I'm
We're
so
so
happy
glad.
to be back as well.
I hope we don't have an echo. We've got open plan on the ground floor. She's on the other side of the ground floor bit.
Am I okay? Do I need to go upstairs? Testing.
Do we have an echo?
There is an echo.
John, does that mean there is an echo or you're good? There's no echo. Perfect. Okay, great. This is brilliant. All right. Cool beans. Jennifer, what have you got for us today?
Oh, this one. So this question I have just gives the rebels an insight to your dating history. Now it's from it's from one of our favorite rebels, which is Mark Lyons.
Okay.
Absolutely adore him.
Yeah.
So my first question to you ladies is, what's your wildest dating story? What's your wildest crazy date that you've been on? And I direct that firstly to Cordelia, please.
My wildest dating
Yeah, your
story.
wildest.
Yeah, I feel like I needed some time to prepare for this.
Okay. Caroline, do you have one that comes straight to mind?
Yes.
Yeah? Right, you go for it first.
Well, I went on a date, and I ended up getting really drunk and smashing my head on a.
You told me this one. This is really funny.
On a cabinet, where I was so drunk, but I hadn't just got drunk. I was also at this moment serenading him with a ukulele. I was so drunk. I was like, yeah, I must get the ukulele out. I got the ukulele out, and I don't remember the situation because I was so drunk. And I get drunk very, very easily, like really, really easily. Like I'm
she
lightweight.
does. One glass of wine and she is on her way.
And it's quite the spectacle. And so I was serenading him with the ukulele, and I think in a moment of gusto, I must have like thrown myself back, smashed my head on like some cabinet, and I woke up the next day and I had blood in my hair, and I was like,
oh God,
what happened? Yeah, smashed my head off a cabinet whilst and I woke up with my ukulele in my hand, and I'm like, what's happened here? So that's probably it. I mean, I don't know if that's wild.
Yeah, that's pretty out there. Did you see him again?
No, we did carry on talking. He thought it was fantastic.
Oh, great.
But yeah, he lived quite far away, so we didn't continue.
Oh, you were definitely one to remember.
Yeah. I think so.
I think I remember who this is.
Yeah, you'll
Yeah.
remember who that is. Yes, I think that was
I
that. It was great.
I love that. Yeah,
I know.
Caroline was probably not irresponsible on that day. I just want to say this. It really, she will go out and have drinks with a person that drinks a normal amount of alcohol and is kind of the normal amount of tipsy for the normal amount of alcohol that they've drunk. And Caroline is a little bit like someone who will go out, have a drink, and it's as if she hasn't drank alcohol in the last 6 years and hasn't eaten in the last 5 days. If you imagine that, that is how fast Caroline gets tipsy.
I get drunk.
So you have to actually be really careful, don't you? Because if you're drinking at an equal level with someone else,
I never drink at an equal level. I always,
Oh my
I always pour my drink into theirs, but yet,
yeah,
but and you know, it doesn't help. I don't. That's probably actually I won't say that. I really like a drink. I don't drink very often, if ever, but I do really, really love it. Like especially if I'm having like a nice glass of wine or whatever, I really love it. But and I really like strong alcohol. I don't know why I'm going into this. I like an old fashioned.
yeah, I know.
Cannot tolerate it. Cannot
You
tolerate
like
it.
some bourbon, ladies and gentlemen?
Yeah, a bourbon.
Without ice,
Bourbon's a
hardcore.
biscuit. I do like a bourbon though.
You can tell I'm a flipping whiskey connoisseur. And then you're like,
Well,
it's
I'm
I don't
pouring
know.
my drink into theirs always, and yet I'm like, no idea. Like, yeah, absolutely blinding. So yeah, that was mine.
That's your memorable day. Love that. Okay, Cordelia, what have you got for us?
I know I've got some corkers.
I know you do.
Can you give me some code words to remind me? Because I'm on the spot and blind.
Like, I've got a code word.
The only one I can think of right now is the milk guy.
Let's do it.
Okay, and I did not stay on this date for very long, but no, I went on a date with a guy. This was a while ago, obviously, and it was the middle of the day. It was probably about 2-3 o'clock in the afternoon, but it was a Sunday, all right. And we go into this pub, and I order a gin and tonic. If anybody knows me, I ordered a gin and tonic, right? He ordered a latte. And I was like, oh, I don't know if I've gone a bit. I'm like, my double gin and tonic might be a little bit out of place here. But I just went with it. I'm like, no, I'm having a gin and tonic. And I've ordered a double gin and tonic. He's ordered a latte. We go sit down. I've got my drink. He's waiting for his to be made. A couple of minutes later, his latte arrives at the table. It comes with a long handled spoon because it's in one of those tall glass cups. The first thing he does is gets his finger and wipes a bit of froth off the top of the latte and licks it off his finger. I'm kind of like trying not to gag openly on the table right there because already I didn't fancy this guy. And secondly, he's now licking milk froth off of his finger. Well, he was telling me a story about milk at this point, and the story was that he used to go to chess club, and at chess club, when he walked up to the bar, he would always order a glass of milk. And he was confused because he always got the mick taken out of him for ordering this glass of milk. And he didn't understand why that was a problem. And I mean, I don't really understand why it's a problem, but that coupled with licking froth off the top, that isn't the end of it. He then got his spoon, he stirred his latte, took his spoon out of the latte, put it on the side of the plate, continuing to tell me about his milk story from chess club. I'm drinking my gin quicker and quicker, ready to go. And he gets his finger and he wipes the long handle of the spoon to get the froth off of it and then licks it off his finger. And I'm out. I'm like, well, enjoy your latte. Have a wonderful day. All of a sudden I need to go. And I have been known to blame my nan and say, I just want to go see my nan. I'll just go and sit with my nan instead. But
I don't have the audacity to leave. I always like, no, I'm always like, I'll just sit with them for hours to hear their life story. I was like, okay.
Oh no.
I don't have the audacity. I just feel, I just don't have, I'm not brutal enough.
I don't think I was pumped with enough oxytocin in that moment to be that kind. If I was, I could have probably done the same, but there was none.
I've wasted a lot of time on terrible dates. I need to learn to leave. I tell you what, one guy I dated, he said, sometimes he would sit and he'd wait and see them come in, and then if he didn't like the look of them, he'd dash. And I was like, no, I couldn't do it. I just have to tolerate it. I just want to, yeah. Anyway, so
there are some guys tend to get catfished a lot more than girls, and there are some a lot of catfish stories that I've heard from the lads.
Not being catfished.
Anyway, there we go,
Anyway.
Jennifer.
So needless to say, I just want to check, because I did with Caroline, you didn't see him again.
No.
You didn't get a second chance to lick that spoon.
You didn't even get full conversation, Jennifer. Didn't even get full conversation.
Too polite, Caroline.
Yeah, I am. I'm actually not the most polite person either.
He's
Like,
actually
I'm not
normally more assertive than me.
I'm
But
quite
actually,
assertive.
I'm getting more assertive in my old age, to the point where I'm actually becoming a bit of a bitch.
Yeah, I
That's
can't just
what
be like,
healing does, ladies and gentlemen. Turns you into a
oh
rock.
no, I had another story. Do you know what? Another time.
Oh, another time.
Yeah, sorry.
I've got another story.
That was the most awkward question we've had to date, Mark. Well done.
Good question,
Yeah, well
good
done, Mark.
question.
Appreciate it. Well, thank you, ladies. Same time next week. Look forward to it.
Lots of love.
Lots of love.
Oh, it's
Cool
great.
beans. Now, Caroline, I've got a challenge for you.
Okay, what's the challenge?
Before I set you your challenge, I just want to let everybody know that we have this incredible community. It's called the Rebellious Business Network, and it is the place to network with the kind of business owners that fancy themselves as a bit of a rebel. They are the coolest business owners going, let me tell you. And they're hanging out inside.
Screen of some of them. Sorry, I've completely interrupted you.
That's all right. They're hanging out inside the Rebellious Business Network, which is a really awesome networking environment. We run monthly networking events. We've got the next one coming up, and it is all to be discovered inside the network, because we put the event in there, we put the reminders in there. And if you're not inside the Rebellious Business Network Facebook group, you need to come and join it. Jennifer is going to drop the link to the group in the chat all over social media on the live stream for you, so you can come and get in there. But also, just to add, that she will be putting the post for you to contribute to our list of awkward questions, which we would love for you to do. So if you've got an awkward question for me or Caroline, look for Jennifer's post inside the Rebellious Business Network Facebook group. There's a link for you to just click on, and you can be anonymous, or you can give us your name. It is entirely up to you. Caroline, I've got a challenge for you.
Oh, okay.
You have got to teach something to help the rebels with their business and their marketing. You've got 15 minutes to do so, and you're allowed no more than
fluffy
3
waffle
slides.
for 1 minute. Just fluffy waffle. I'll tell you why.
Fluffy waffle.
Yeah.
Shit. What am I going to fluffy waffle about? Can someone give me a topic? Well, this is fun. Has anyone got a joke?
Is it acceptable to lick anything off a spoon on a
thanks,
date?
Ian. Is it acceptable to lick anything off a spoon on a date?
Oh, dessert.
I think some people could get away with it. He couldn't. So it's actually unfair in that sense.
If you got like dessert or an ice cream.
Yeah, if you're eating, yeah. But it was the finger wiping and licking. That's not eating something off a spoon. That's wiping off your finger and eating off your finger. It's kind of different.
Actually, yeah, that is a good point. We are supposed to see what other people's like responses of the stories are, but nonetheless, sorry. Basically, my washing machine stopped and it was screeching at me. Does anyone else washing machine go?
Yeah.
Yes, that's what it was doing. So I thought, before I start teaching something, I gotta stop that. So,
by the way, everybody, this is Ian Jeffs. Ian has just saved me with the fluffy waffle bus I just got thrown under. So thank you very much. For those of you that don't know what fluffy waffle means, when me and Caroline need some help, when me and Caroline need the other one to take the baton and talk for a second, could be someone at the door, the house could have caught fire, there could be something that needs plugging in, whatever it is, it's called the fluffy waffle. And the other one has to just basically take the baton for a minute. And yeah, it can be really awkward at times. More awkward than awkward questions. Caroline, you have 15 minutes.
yes.
And if you can make it shorter,
Okay.
I would love it if you could. But I'm sure you've got some great stuff to share with the rebels, so go for it. 15
13
minutes starts
past then.
now.
Okay,
And keep an eye on the
so
time.
all right.
I'll
I'm not
put a
going to be
timer
sharing.
on my
Well, I
thing.
will be sharing it for a little bit.
I'll put a timer on my thing. So just look at me to see how much time you've got left. Okay.
Okay, I'm going to do a visual. I'm going to do a timer myself. So this segment is inspired by a coaching call I had yesterday. One of the rebels had is doing an audit for her clients, and she's got lots of testimonials on how well her audits are going, and she just was like, what, I need somewhere to send people to, because at the moment the only way to get into this product or this offer of hers, this service, is through a Calendly call or a Calendly link. And she's like, she basically is just, the problem was that like this offer is really,
charge has gone. Of course, it's gone missing.
you're not muted, Cordelia.
Oh, sorry. Bear with.
Okay, I'll mute you. There you go. So essentially what the issue was is that, well, audits are going really well. They're selling really nicely. However, she needed a place that was a reference point. Like if someone makes an inquiry for what she offers or what she does and what provides as a service, currently the only opportunity for people to find out more is to book a call with her. And as you can imagine, those people booking calls might just be like, so what do you do? And then it's like, oh, okay, this isn't for me. Or in some cases, what she found was that they didn't even have a business in place to have their assets audited. So how do you solve that? And so I said to her, but I think this is the time for a sales page. So I want to talk into what a sales page is, what the value of it is, and also go through the anatomy of a good sales page. Another one of the clients was on the call as well, who had created a sales page. And I think this would be really valuable as well, because I take for granted how, like, it's just not, like, people don't necessarily know how to create a sales page or what should be on it, what it should look like, and how to make it so it kind of goes in the right order and gives all the information that's needed. So this is all about how to create a sales page and what the value of it's for. So the sales page goes, what is kind of, it's like a standalone page that I think acts, I always use this analogy, it's like a wheel and spoke. So it's kind of like the center focus of everything. And it will include a product which should be roughly, like, it should be £500 or more that you're selling this product or service for. But, you know, sales page can go from anything. But as a service provider, you want to have it for a product that's about £500 or more. And it's like, it acts as this like anchor piece that you can then refer people to, so they can have all the information about your product. But because it's a website, there's going to be buttons, which means they can click to buy or to book a call with you or to find out more, or even, you know, if you want to, like, to redirect them to other places. So it means that you can control what information they're seeing, and you're piecing together all the information about your offer to educate people on what you do. And so once you've got that page, you then can send emails to it. Like, it doesn't need to be anything fancy. It's just like, are you interested in knowing what I do? Then click this link and review it. And people can then review it. If they're on your Facebook group and they're like, oh, like, how do I find out about this? You send it to them. It also gives you the opportunity to send a promotion to it. So like an early bird discount, a beta offer, you know, if you're doing case study offers, some things that enable you to send people to that page, and you can create an offer or a promotion that incentivizes them to buy that thing now, or to take action on whatever it is that you want to take action on that thing. So a sales page should really inform and to a certain extent sell, but it should really just sell what the next step is. Like, it doesn't have to sell the whole long thing, but anyway, we'll get into that. So that's what a sales page is for. It's for one offering, one product, basically, and it's got to be versatile enough that you can send people to it from different platforms for different offers, for different angles. Like, it's got to be really encompassing and informative of what you're offering. So you really want to focus down on one particular service So as an example, an audit of some kind, or like so for instance, I could do a messaging strategy report. Like I will curate I will go through all of your business and I will help you refine your messaging strategy. And then I will provide you with a report or a dossier that outlines what your angle is, what your audience is, how you can translate this message into promotions, etc. So I could do that and I could set it for £500. And then I could create emails that direct traffic or email or people from my email list to that page saying, by the way, this is my offer. I am running a flash sale on this. I'm actually knocking off £100. This is the offer. This is the product, but the offer is £100 off. Anyway, I'm getting too much into the details of that there. But just so you know, it's like it's an offer that you can drive people to that will stay the same. And then you need to be really informative about what's included and how it works. So the key information is informative, but also you need to be able to disqualify. So what that means is that, so for instance, for my rebel that I was working with yesterday, she did not want people booking a call to or even buying it if they did not meet the criteria that she set for them. So they had to have a business, they had to be already running, they had to already be like they already had to have materials for this audit to take place. She has to be able to look through them. And a lot of people in her audience or in her networks, they don't already have an existing business. Technically, they have ideas for a business or a concept for a business, or they've been trying a few things out. So she needed this page to also disqualify those people so that only someone with the right credentials, let's just say, could book whatever that call to action was. My recommendation for her was to make sure it informed them of everything that's included in this offer, but also disqualified people that were not relevant for it, so that it included a lot of information, say this is for you if, right, very explicitly who this is for. Because then she can have two buttons. One button which says, I'm ready to buy now. Because there are people that are just like, oh yeah, okay, I've seen these testimonials online, or I've been watching this person's content for a while. I'm in the Facebook group. I'm really like, I'm convinced that this person has the skills I need to move forward in my business. I'm ready to take action now. Boom, you can buy now. Set it all up with Stripe, done. But you can also have a button that says, I have questions, or I need to know more, which means that they then book a call with you. That means that you create this page that informs people about what it is that you're offering, and you're also disqualifying people that it's not right for, so that anyone who clicks that button is very qualified, so that once they either buy from you, which is just a nice easy sale, it's like, oh wow, that's easy, like this person's dealt with, they've pre-qualified themselves, brilliant. Or when they get on that sales call with you, you're not selling the product to them at that stage, you're answering questions about or getting to know them and building more of a relationship with them. So they're very the conversations you have at that stage are very what's the word, targeted. They're very specific. There's no, how are you doing? Okay, so what is it that you're trying to achieve? You know, you don't have to try and sell them into anything. You're talking specifically about that offer. So it really creates these like high quality conversations and relevance. And obviously, if they book a call with you, maybe now's not the right time. Later on, you've got them in your list and you can send them a message saying, by the way, flash sale, or by the way, I'm running a case study offer, or by the way, I've got this thing, because then it's like, okay, they're already warm. So anyway, that's my introduction on a sales page and why it's really valuable and relevant for people in the position you guys are in as service providers. And now I'm just going to show you what should be included and what a good sales page actually looks like. My light is in the way of my tabs. I'm keeping an eye on the time, don't you worry, Cordelia. You know what? I really underestimate how fast 15 minutes goes. I like it though. I like the pressure to be quick and snappy. Okay, previewing this page, and I'm going to share it for you. For anyone who's listening or watching, I don't know how we can get this on YouTube. Right. So I'm going to show you the sales page for a program that we sold last year, which was the Tribe Funnels coaching program. It was one of our cohort programs. Just to outline two things for you: what's included and aesthetic, right? I think what's included is quite important. Anyway, so this is a preview of the page. I've got so many pop-ups from Zoom that it's going to be quite annoying. Hide my face. Okay, so the first thing is this section here, right up to this line. I want you to think of this as a fold. So this is what we call the hero section. And I'm actually going to use the launchable structure to show you how this plays out. This first fold in the launchable structure is the hook. So we've got 5 sections in the launchable structure, even though I mostly focus on 3: hook, relate, demonstrate, validate, conclude. So mostly I talk about relate, demonstrate, validate, because that's the substance areas, but there's also a hook. So whenever you're creating content, you want to have a hook that like kind of gets people in and just gives them the lay of the land. And this fold represents like the hook essentially. So it's got information on what it is: 9-day fast track program to help you implement our proven 6-figure system, Tribe Funnels with you, daily support, step-by-step live coaching, build a high converting community that blows up your email list and fills your sales call diary. I'm ready. I have questions. So already we've got, if you can see how this is laid out, I'm going to be really fast. This is laid out so that before they scroll, that's really important. Before they scroll, all the information about what this page is about is right here. There is no, like, they don't have to scroll to find a button. It's like on there already. You want to make sure that this like first pack of information, really punchy, comes with the buttons on the first page. So you don't have to worry about making it like beautiful and aesthetic, but like it's great if you do. But having all this like give you that information straight away, it's like it kind of hooks you in. We've got these outcomes, like blows up your, look at this, well, outcome related, blows up your email list and fills your sales call diary, 90-day fast track program. So it's really like outcome related. It's also got an information on how long it is. It's like the name of the program, really solid. I think this is the hero section. Next, we have relate. So this is about storytelling of where they are, problems, what they're dealing with. So you're doing all the things, Instagram Reels. So this actually qualifies them, because if they're not doing Instagram Reels or connecting on LinkedIn or doing Facebook Lives, right? This is us really qualifying that someone is doing those things. So that means they're by proxy going to have a business. They're going to be trying to get clients. They're going to be like they're trying to nail client getting through social media, and then we're saying that they're not buying. So then it's time to stop hustling and build an audience and start building a community. So it's more about building a community than an audience. So then we've got like, you know, delving more into the story. This is all storytelling about where they're at and what their problem is, right? This is the relate section. Then it's more, this is a bit more relating, like these are like talking through their outcomes, and it's just a nice aesthetic. Also, something to note, this is very readable writing. There's no crazy font. Okay, I realized I've got 1 minute left. So then we go down into demonstrate. So what we were saying with my rebel that I was talking to yesterday is that she needs these people to pre-qualify. This is like more like, here you go. This is for you if you are in this person. These little emojis, and then an outline of what is actually included. So we got these features ready to sign up, followed by we've got actual bonuses here, followed by a schedule. So these sections all together, this bit here up to here is relate, just relating, talking through what this program will do to solve their problems and connecting with them, and really isolate. These words are really specifically chosen to speak to people, like really in a targeted way. That's relate. Then this is, so at the end of the relate, we've got the buttons again. We want to like dot them all over. Actually, this is demonstrate. Then this is all demonstrating extra bonuses, what they get, extra value. This is the schedule, making it feel real. Schedule. This is all demonstrate. We're going to have another button. Here you go, more buttons. A picture showcasing like people on the program. And then we've got validate. So these are some of the rebels and their results. Button. More validate. Questions. Also then questions as well. So we've even got more. I have, like, we've got loads more information, but that is the essential bits. Hero section, which is hook, relate, demonstrate, validate, and 2 buttons. That now qualifies people so that they know it's right for them, but it also gives them the option to buy now or to book a call. Cordelia.
Hello. Let me
Hello.
just bring my face into this situation. Oh no, I did it again.
We can't have your face.
No, I mean, I went into that weird accent.
I think we just got to face it. That's what we do.
That was a whistle-stop tour. But yeah, and just one thing that I would add to that is you can simplify everything by breaking it down into Caroline's 3-step method of relate, demonstrate, validate. If you want to learn more about that 3-step method and you are inside the Rebels Business Tribe, which is our community of rebels who we are supporting to grow their audience and get more clients, we have training from Caroline on that 3-step system in there. If you are not in the Rebels Business Tribe, then, well, I can't really help because the training is in there, but you could join it if you wanted to. And if you would like to, Jennifer will drop a link to the Rebels Business Tribe, which you might not have because we have a brand new sparkly sales page for it. You got that? You don't have it. She doesn't have it. / it's join dot and then / tribe.
Well, no, it's join.rebellious business, not join dot.
Yeah, but the rebellious business is obvious. She knows that that's in the middle.
Oh, you're talking to Jennifer. I thought you were talking to the
Yeah, I'm talking to Jennifer, not the rebels. I don't expect you guys to know what the hell I'm on about. I've dropped it in the Zoom chat. I love that page. I'm like so proud of it. One of my favorite things is creating sales pages. And actually, Caroline, just through going through that sales page, you've made me want to sell that course again. I'm like, oh, let's do another cohort of Tribe Funnels Live. Let's do it. So I
kind of sold myself into that as well today. I was like, oh, that'd be really good. Yeah,
really fun,
love that.
it?
Anyway,
really so moving on.
Would. Anyway, nonetheless, thanks for that. I kind of need a little bit of decompression time because once I do the presentation bit, I'm always like, where am I? Who is this? What's going on? What's happening? So very
back in the room.
Yeah,
Well,
I feel like, oh, get my bearings again. I don't know if anyone else feels this. If you present, you're kind of on a different planet, I'm on Mars at the moment.
You get used to it though. You definitely get used to it. I remember feeling like that. And then this show was a kind of 1-man band for a long time. And I got very good at presenting and then doing the fluffy waffle battens and then doing the breakout rooms and doing all the things. And honestly, you need 6 arms, but you do end up being able to do it. So we just probably need to throw you under a bus more and get you all comfortable. You're fine. So is our Rebel in the Spotlight John? I've got a John down, but I don't have a surname. John Denley. Oh, that's exciting. You tell I've not been in charge of organising the show this week. This is out of my hands now. John Denley, welcome. It's great to have you with us. Whilst Caroline decompresses, I will let you all know what the hell is going to happen next. This is my favourite part of the show. This is where we get a little bit silly, but we also get to know some of the rebels. We have an amazing networking community, and networking works when you get to meet and connect with each other. And unfortunately, because we're on the internet, often that can be a little bit difficult unless we are turning up to the networking calls and jumping into breakout rooms, which is why we pull some of our rebels out on the show in a kind of networking manner to introduce you to them and let you get to know them. And what better way to get to know someone than to put them in the spotlight and make them share stories with us. So that is what we're doing today. This is Rebel in the Spotlight. It is basically been renamed and a slightly different version from Would I Lie to You? If anyone has seen that game, then you'll know what's about to happen. John has been allocated a true story or a false story from Jennifer. Me and Caroline don't know, mainly because I've been too busy. I haven't really got involved. I have no idea whether John is about to tell us the truth or he's about to lie to us. John's about to share a statement, and then he's going to expand on that statement, and we are going to have a panel of rebels who are going to try and figure out whether John's telling the truth or John is lying. Now, remember that if John is lying, Jennifer allocated that to him. He's not a natural born liar. We don't want to brand people as that. It's just a game, but that is what we are doing. So, John, just to introduce everybody to you, Caroline, are you doing intros or am I doing intros?
Who have we got? I don't know. It depends.
John, he's here.
Just John. Just John. Have we
John
figured
for now. We'll do it
we
one
got the
at a
panel?
time.
He's on the panel. Maybe I can intro them.
Yeah, let's go. Well, we've got John, then we've got Liam, Ian, and Natalie.
I can help.
Yeah, you want it? Okay. So, Caroline, tell everyone about John.
Oh God, John is the founder and creator of Create Happy Thoughts Journal, which is now selling on Amazon. I'm pretty sure you've got a few variations of this. This is a labor of love. John has been working on this Create Happy Thoughts Journal for a while. He's very passionate about helping people overcome depression and really sort out their emotional well-being. He also has a community which he has shared called the Find Your Fire community. Oh, it's the book. So we got the book. He's got community as well, but we're going to share the book today. So findyourfire.co.uk/create happy book. So if you want to create happy thoughts instead of unhappy thoughts, then by all means, this is the place to go. I'm going to put that on YouTube as well. So yeah, you guys want to get the Create Happy Thoughts book? There you have it. It's there. That's John for you. And he is actually a very, very valued member of the tribe. He's been around for donkey's years. Really
been around longer than you, Caroline. Been around a long time.
Has. So yeah, that's John. Staple John, that.
Now I'm going to one by one pull up our panel. First rebel in the panel today is Mr. Liam Barry. Caroline, can you tell everybody about Liam?
Liam is an absolute operations wizard. He helps you create funnels, essentially, but without all the tech overwhelm. So if you're a business owner, you're trying to get leads, you're trying to make sales, building a funnel is really challenging. So a lot of people feel the overwhelm from tech. Liam, he takes the tech overwhelm out of it. Is that right, Liam? I've done this okay?
Yep.
Perfect. Love that. And Natalie adds, Liam is also lovely. Yeah, he is.
Thanks, Natalie.
We have Liam's... And talking of Natalie, have you done Liam's lead magnet?
No. Let me find it. We need to get you guys to do the lead magnets because these are buried somewhere. But yeah, I'm digging for it. You bring out Natalie. I'm going to find Liam's lead magnet.
And this, ladies and gentlemen, is Natalie Phillips, who is an expert in all things email marketing, CRM systems, and funnels. Natalie takes the thinking out of email marketing for her clients and is launching some new initiatives to empower newer, fresher-faced business owners with all of her knowledge and expertise in how to use email marketing, because it is one of the most and potentially the most powerful tools we have at our fingertips with digital marketing, and you need an email list. If you haven't got one, you heard it here, go get one yesterday. But this is Natalie. I completely and utterly riffed that. Let me quickly find Natalie's lead magnet in our list of things. Natalie has a free ebook that you can download, which, Natalie, could you tell me about this lead magnet? What is it and why should people grab it?
It's actually a lead magnet about lead magnets, Cordelia. So if you don't have one and you want a really, really good one, download the ebook. I will help you generate ideas for your lead magnet, show you really good examples of lead magnets, and get you started before the morning is out. Okay, it doesn't have to be long, doesn't have to be difficult, but you'll have something your audience really, really wants and will get you sales. So yeah, go and get that book. It's all yours.
I did put it in the chat, but I've put it in the chat privately to you, Natalie. That'd be no good. Let me change that and send it to everyone. There we go.
The most useless person for you to send it to.
Yeah, I know. The one person
It's
doesn't.
got an H. It's missing an H. It's missing an H.
Hang on. Let me
The
find
H
me a link.
Is it missing an
I've
H?
got one. I can put an H. I've got an H.
God.
There we go.
Oh, there
Okay.
you go.
Love that. Also,
And for
Natalie.
you watching on socials, these links should be coming in the comments. Oh, Jennifer's already on it. She is on it. And
Oh, okay.
Caroline, what's Liam got
Yes.
on offer for the Rebels?
Yeah, why have you got an offer? Sorry, Liam.
It's that's fine. So it's a link to a live demo of some automations you can do to help lead capture. So you can visit there and you can choose your platform and experience the automations for yourself.
Amazing. Love that. I'm going to demo that myself.
Live demo link in the chat now. There we go. And lastly, but definitely not leastly, I think it might be your first time joining us on the panel, Ian. Ian Jeffs, ladies and gentlemen, you've already seen his face once on the show today. We're going to bring him out again. He saved me when I got through under a bus earlier. And welcome back. Ian Jeffs is in the building. Caroline, tell everybody about Ian Jeffs.
Ian Jeffs does a all-encompassing service, helping business owners manage their the add to sales whole process, providing the software to automate all of that. Like whatever your sales funnel is, Ian offers software that creates that, and he supports you in implementing it, and also is currently running. Is it now that you're running the challenge to help people get their sales funnel up and running, ready for their offer in a short amount of time? What is that challenge?
Starts next week.
Starts next week. Okay, so we've got what
Lead Funnel Mastery Challenge.
Build your funnel. What was it?
Lead Funnel Mastery Challenge.
Lead Funnel Mastery Challenge. And you guys, he's got a workshop coming up as well, giving you insights into creating. Is it the lead magnet? This one.
Yeah, that's tomorrow.
Amazing. So you guys can, if you're watching on the replay, you might miss it, but click on this link and you will go into find out what it is that Ian is offering and his services. And he's got a challenge coming up for you guys. Have I butchered that? Anything you want to add, Ian? Yeah.
No, I mean, it wasn't a complete butchery.
just it needed work. It needed work. Is anything else you want to fill in?
No, I mean the challenge is a £1 trial offer essentially for my CRM system called Magic MRM that's designed specifically for coaches and experts. So it sounds like Liam and Natalie and I will have quite a lot in common with lead generation and funnels.
All from slightly different.
You should get together, Ian.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is like a band of this is a powerhouse band, really.
Yeah.
So
The Tech Club.
Yeah.
Club.
I love that we brought you guys together. Love it.
Welcome to the Geek Club. We have cookies.
I love
Amazing.
it. I love it. Well, I think we should get into it. John, can you please let us know what your statement is?
First of all, can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Good, because I'm always worried about the sound when I'm using these headphones. Yeah, so this is my book, by the way. There you go. Everybody else got to talk on camera. And interestingly, I'm an ex-techie person as well. So you've got all four of us going on here. So it's kind of interesting. So my title is, back in 2006, Jensen Button paid me £3,000.
Who is Jensen Button?
He is the Formula One race car driver.
Okay.
Oh, don't forget world champion.
Oh, okay.
Yes, world champion. Formula, yes, exactly. Good point.
Caroline, I thought you were into Formula One.
I only know who races now, and Damon Hill and Michael Schumacher. That's my my experience. I've recently got into Formula One, so this is great. Jensen Button, someone I now know.
Okay.
Well, if you watch it on Sky, he does a lot of the interviews and talking and
does
stuff
he?
on there as well. So.
Oh, I'm going to Google him. I might know who he is. Carry on.
Probably
Okay, great.
Can
So
you
that's your
repeat-
statement.
Can you repeat the statement one more time?
In 2006, Jensen Button paid me £3,000.
£3,000 in 2006. Jason Button. Okay. So
Jensen Button. What a name.
Jensen Button.
That's correct.
I'm
Button.
really don't know who it is.
The button on your shirt.
Benjamin
the
Button.
Oh, Button. Okay. I kind of thought you were saying
Yeah.
bottom. I was like, oh, bottom. Right. And do you think we
I thought
should?
it'd be more. I thought it'd be more well known, to be fair.
Yeah. Well, he probably is very well known. I just am rubbish with sport. Okay, fab. So, for those of you watching, I want you to get involved. We are going to hand this over to the panel. They are going to ask John some questions. And the aim of the game is to try and figure out if this is a true story or a false story. The panel will ultimately be the ones who confer and come up with a joint decision of whether they decide he's telling the truth or he's lying, and then we'll get John to reveal. Where I want you to get involved is I want you to help the panel by dropping your questions in the chat. And once they've had their 2 questions each, we will be turning to socials and to the Zoom chat to pick a question from there to ask John as well. So please do get involved, drop your questions in the chat because it will help the panel. And those of you on the panel, remember, open questions, open-ended questions, yes or no answers are not a very good idea. Caroline, should we get John to elaborate a bit, do you reckon?
Go on, John, elaborate, spin the yarn. We need like a thing that comes up like yarn spinning.
So, in 2005, I left my IT career. There's a longer story behind that, but I ended up setting up a children's indoor play center with my ex-girlfriend in 2005. And in early 2006, we were looking for somebody to open the venue. And we noticed that the Honda Formula One factory was right next door to the building in Brackley, in Northamptonshire. And we thought we could ask Jensen Button, but we never heard back from him. So we got the local mayor to open it up instead. However, later that year in 2006, just before, well, about November time, I was manning the desk and I had a phone call from a lady called Florence, who it turns out was his girlfriend at the time, and asked me if they could book the entire play center for a day and how much it would be. We panicked like mad, didn't know how much it would be. Okay, that's enough for now.
Okay.
Okay.
So who has got
detailed
the first question up their sleeves and ready to go?
I'm going to send it to Liam.
So the play, what was the reason he hired the play arena
Center.
center?
Yeah, play center. We called it a play center. It was called Bumblebee's Playhouse, actually. But yeah, he wanted to book it. Well, she wanted to book it for a, I guess it was a party or something, some kind of family gathering. They all wanted to get together and have a place for the children to play at the same time. And have food, because we had a fully equipped kitchen as well.
So is this well, go on. No, I'll stop that. I'll let somebody else.
Ian.
What was included? What services did he get for the £3,000?
Well, basically, you had the whole play center with food included. I guess it was. We never actually specified how much food, but I guess it was kind of all in. It was. I guess it was all included, just like anything, all they could eat, I suppose. Yeah. So yeah, they had a whole use of the entire play center closed down. Nobody else was allowed in, which caused us a bit of a nightmare, of course, because we had people who tried to book parties for that particular day, and we had to ask them if they could move. Luckily, we only had a couple, so it wasn't too bad.
Natalie.
How did it go? I mean, did you get to meet your hero, Jensen?
Well, I actually never met him. I wasn't there on the day. My business partner, or my ex-girlfriend, business partner, Karen, she ran the whole thing. So I just organised the initial pricing, and then she took over from that point onwards. So I didn't meet him at all. But as far as I know, it went really, really well, and everybody had a great time.
Okay.
Liam.
Oh, some wild cards. Oh, you're
Oh,
muted.
sorry.
Was there anybody
question.
else famous there? If
That's an
so,
interesting
who?
question. Not that I'm aware of, actually. I don't think Karen ever mentioned who was there. She may not be paying attention, to be fair. But I know that she was a model at the time, and I know subsequently, I think she dated Prince Harry. So,
Oh.
so yeah, I don't know. I don't know who else she knew. I think she was quite connected to a sort of well-known family. So I think there probably were some people who were maybe well-known in the right kind of circles, but not necessarily in our circles. So.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't know.
I don't have any Formula
Oh,
One drivers in my circles. Go
I
on,
imagine
Ian.
some of the teams. I don't know, actually. It was a family thing, so maybe not.
Oh, okay. Low key.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, we had capacity for 70 children, but obviously they wouldn't have brought that many.
Yes, and I was going to say this, and what was the age group that it's?
Well, hey,
Sorry.
Martin, you've been on the panel loads of times. You pipe down, mister. Ian.
Small chairs, but that big. They won't fit
I'm
in
gonna
them.
have to mute you, you rebel. He muted himself. He took himself out of the running. For everyone watching or here listening, that was Martin coming in from the background.
Sounds
Ian.
like somebody who's never been to a children's play centre.
Yeah.
Okay, question for me. Why did this
Yeah,
stick? Yeah. Okay, why did this stick in your memory? After all, talking about routine transaction, you didn't meet the man. This was your partner sorting it out. Why did it come back to you for today?
Yeah, good question.
I was trying to think of something memorable with some famous person involved, basically. Something
That's the closest,
long enough. Right. And yeah, that was an interesting story as well. I was just trying to think of an interesting story that people might know the person involved, and therefore it might sound like I made it up.
Okay, fair enough. Right. Anyone else on the panel want to give it a go?
Ian, you get the last question.
I think he's just giving it away, to be honest.
Or he could be a master manipulator.
Yeah. I don't know. Is that against the rules?
No. He's got to do whatever he can to throw you off the scent. I'm not sure if he's particularly talented at it or exceptionally talented at it. We will find out soon. So yes, Ian, your last question.
Tell us about the centre. Was there a lot of car parking? What cars did they bring?
Oh yeah, again, I wasn't there, so I didn't know about their cars. But the play centre itself had a bit of a problem with car parking. Actually, it was one of our biggest downfalls. And actually, just to fill in the story slightly, we were starting to panic towards the end of that first year, because despite that we'd made like £300,000 turnover during the first year of operations, we were struggling for cash flow. And one of the problems we had was that the car park wasn't big enough, and we had to keep sending people to the Tesco's, big Tesco's opposite, to go and use their car park. We had an agreement with Tesco's to do that, but that was a bit of a limitation on the place itself. Plus, despite having a play equipment that was big enough for 70 children, we didn't have anywhere near enough seating for 70 adults, which was a bit of an issue, to say the least. Anyway.
Interesting that we're getting into bottlenecks. I like how we've got a little pivot back to business. Nice little touch there.
That was also part of the reason for picking this story.
Maybe it's a distraction technique. Maybe he's throwing you off the scent. Interesting.
I got kicked out of Zoom and I haven't got access to the chat anymore. And I think these guys have had all their questions, haven't they, Caroline? So is there any in the chat from the Rebels or any from online, from the live stream crew? I don't think there is.
I don't think we've got anything in the chat that hasn't already been asked or hasn't already been answered or spoken about. I think we're good. I think it's time to send it over to the panel. You missed a really important moment, which I'll tell you about in a second, when you were kicked off. So yeah, let's let the panel deliberate.
Panel, you have got 2 minutes. Me, Caroline, and John are going to leave the main screeny thing, but you can keep an eye on the time by just finding me in the side panel, and we will come back to let you know whether John is lying, telling the truth. You need to come up with a unanimous decision, okay? Unanimous. On your marks, get set, go.
What do you think then, guys?
Right, well, I can tell you now. Okay, I cheated just ever so slightly in that I did a quick check when he was citing the actual business. The business exists, so does Tesco. The question is whether or not he made up the detail about the celebrity.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
that's what I thought.
He's also got the right name of Jensen's girlfriend at the time.
Yes. You're looking that up, were you?
Googling away in the background.
Yeah, downside of unfortunately having access to the internet and being a geek.
Yeah.
So yeah, my gut instinct is if you're going to make something up, you're going to go for someone a bit more famous, because our first reaction was who. So I do actually think it's true, because it's sufficiently obscure enough that he miffed a few details. It wasn't completely crystal sharp, but a lot of it rings true. What about you two?
I'm 50-50 on this one. I think it could be true. It could be a red herring. Yeah.
He is a mental health coach. They're the telling type.
For me, it seemed very expensive for a day rental of a property. However, he obviously knew that the guy was rich.
But we're also looking at, so I've got a young son, and they want 250 quid for an hour for his birthday. So times that up, plus loss of income from being limited on numbers. I don't think that's unreal for a full day.
No.
Yeah, if food and everything made on it, it's literally a case they turn up and they get the privacy included. So I said I've given my verdict. What about you guys?
I'll go with true.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm happy
Got
with
to be
that.
unanimous. Okay. Right, we're happy. We're good, Caroline.
All right. Cordelia. I'm sorry, I stopped on the accent. My bad. How do I unpin? I'm going to pin myself.
She's laughing. I think that we have been tricked.
It's difficult pressing all the buttons at the right time. And actually what you guys didn't hear is, but I don't think you heard. Did you hear the chime?
Yeah.
No.
No. Well, when the countdown timer ended, there was a little chime, a little gong, and it was quite amusing. I quite enjoyed it. But you probably can't hear that unless I'm sharing computer audio. So anyway, here we go. So let me just press another button.
And press it. Yes. Well, we can press another button.
Waiting for a drum roll or something.
Yeah. Now we need to press 2 more buttons. Just bear with me, Caroline. Fluffy waffle, please. I am still getting to grips with all the things.
You guys, so just was it a unanimous decision?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I've got it. I'm ready.
False.
Oh, well.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
You are so good. Martin on the thing. You are so good, John.
I never met Jason Button. Florence never phoned me. He never paid me any money. I did have a children's play centre, however, and it was that one in there in Brackley, and there was a Formula One place next door. And we did try and get him to do the opening, but we never heard back from him, and that was the last we ever heard from him.
Well, I
know, sneaky, John.
And we were making between £2,000 and £3,000 per day at weekends on the event. So
not surprised.
Like just on a normal weekend.
Just like they're so expensive, these places, but also it was a long time ago as well. Yeah. Okay. Well, you had me. I thought it was true.
Me too.
Yeah, we did too.
And I was going to say, oh, is it against the rules to Google, because that might stuff people up? But then you know what? It's not worked out in your favour. Googling.
I think that's fine because here's the thing: I spent the last week Googling myself to make sure that I had the right girlfriend, the right team that he was playing for. Going back through my figures to remember what the right numbers would have been for the charging. I spent a lot of time.
That's some good dedication.
I'm really impressed, John. I'm seriously impressed. I know I've just been kicked out of next week's thing, but I'm seriously impressed at the amount of effort you put in this.
I hated it. Exactly. But I hate it when Jennifer said you've got to lie. And I'm like, I hate lying. I don't like lying. I don't want to lie. It's horrible.
But we've solved the problem, because this is the problem that we've had. We love this game, But everybody wants to tell a true story because, to be honest, we've all got a corker, haven't we? We've all got a good story. Like my story last week was about getting arrested on my ex-husband getting arrested for attempted murder on a plane. It was true. It's a corker. Like I'd love to tell that story. It's a great story to have collected. However, if everybody comes on and tells a true story, then we always know what the answer is. So we've been playing around with different versions, or we played around with a different version. And then Caroline came up with the idea, let's get Jennifer to allocate whether it's a true story or a false story. And that has worked really nicely because, as John has just demonstrated, he would have come up with a true story because it feels more comfortable to tell the truth. And also he's got a load of them. He doesn't have to do much work to create it. It's already there, ready to go. And by the way, Jennifer wouldn't tell me, John, whether it was true or false.
I am so impressed, John. You have set a standard, and now you are on a win streak. You get to
You
next
will be
week's
back
go
next
next
week.
spotlight. Yeah,
I do not mind losing to that. That was seriously good, John.
I knew it was all lies. It all had to be lies because they couldn't fit in the chairs, could they? The chairs would be too small. The equipment would be too small. It wouldn't work.
Yeah, we have adult size. We had adult side chairs for the parents. plenty of adult size chairs for the parents.
and now we need a new panel. So, Rebels of the Tribe,
Good luck.
if you would like to be a panelist next week and have us share out your lead magnets and give you some of that exposure on our Rebellious Business Show, then do reach out and let us know, because it is a little bit logistically difficult, especially finding 3 of you. Finding one person is a little bit easier. Finding 3, bit harder. So do reach out and let us know if you're happy to be on the panel. And also, you get to play the game as well and try and catch John, the master manipulator, out if he's telling the truth or not. So,
a new story now,
excited. May I make a suggestion as well? Regardless of what, I think we haven't said this. Next week, we need to make this explicit. If you are the rebel in the spotlight, your job is to try and convince them of what you are not doing. So you want them to get it wrong, if that makes sense. You want them to not catch you out. So you can chuck in some red herrings. Like you've got to tell your story as it is, but you can try and act truthful, or you can try and act deceptive. You know, you can.
Well,
I think John threw us off because
I was going to say the thing I was unsure about is how much kind of truth I could include. But the way I thought of it is the actual headlines. I think I said at the start, Jensen Button paid me £3,000.
Yes,
that was the lie.
Yes, that's perfect.
The headline is the lie.
Shit, smashed it, John. I'm struggling now to trust you.
The aim of the game is to bluff either way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you got brush up your bluffing.
And again, the trick behind it, the trick behind lying always, is to keep it as close to the truth as possible.
Oh, John.
And so my ex-girlfriend actually did use the in-play centre for the whole day on Christmas Day. And so I knew kind of what that entailed, having the whole play centre for one family.
Oh.
So I kind of had an idea as to what that would feel like. And so, yeah.
This changes everything, John. Changes everything. You've set a new culture of deception.
7 minutes over the top of the hour. I think it's time to
wrap.
All right. Thank you so much. Okay, guys. Well, that was the Rebellious Business Show. You got to get a chance to get to know myself and Cordelia. And I love the awkward question. Like, it's absolutely fine to ask us questions that are like not to do with business. The middle section, I don't know why I'm referring. The questions from the Rebels now is going to be where we're giving you some tricks and tips and support. So feel free, especially if you're in the tribe, to ask us questions. And then we know, okay, you want to get some support on this and we're going to expand on it. So feel free to ask us more questions that we can answer for you in these segments. And so, John Denley, I don't even know what to think. You completely caught me off guard. I thought you would be very transparent and easily sussed, but no, I have been mistaken and the trust is now well and truly broken forever. No, I'm joking. Anyway, guys, it's been so much fun. Thank you for joining us. Don't forget, we've left lots of links in the chat for you with joining. We'll be going live again next week, Wednesday, 10:30 a.m. with a new panel and some new questions and some answers for you as well. So until then, Lots of love from Rebellious HQ, and
Thank
we'll see you
you.
soon.